Hey, hey, friend.
Hello. Happy Tuesday, guys.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. So it's been a while, and I'm just making sure that we are like streaming to all the places. I see us on Facebook. Let's check over to Instagram. I don't know how to, I'm not sure on that one, Abby.
On Instagram. Do you need me to share the link into our group or you got that?
I think I did. It says I'm in practice. Let's try this again. Let me try now that I know what I'm doing.
It's been a bit, right? Since
It has been a
September, really
bit.
August, because our last sale was like September 1st. So we've missed you guys. It was good to see some of you. We had a tagging class this morning, or actually this afternoon. And it was good to see some of you come by and get some things tagged and get supplies and window clings. And we always say it's like a little family reunion when we get to see you guys.
It is. Okay, I'm almost there.
So this is our first of our 6 tagging lives with Abby and Amanda. We'll do these every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock leading up to the sale. We don't want to keep you any longer than we have to, but we just want to share some interesting and fun, exciting news and tips along the way to get you ready for the sale that's coming up. It's going to be June the 22nd through the 28th, which seems far away for some reason, but it's really not. It's less than 6 weeks, so we are getting close. We are on once you hit the 6-week mark, it's like it flies by.
Okay, I think if you could run over to our Facebook group, I think I know we are live on Facebook and on Instagram. And then this gets recorded and dropped into our YouTube channel if you guys want to go back and watch. This is very techy for Abby and myself, but we love that we're able to like do this together and you guys see us and then actually do some screen sharing and when we need to. So that's a lot of fun. Let me
It's working in our group, so that's good.
awesome. Let me sorry. Have to oh, I know. I've got it lifted, y'all. It's all the things. Y'all just bear with me for a minute. But yeah, Abby already introduced us, and we're so glad that you're here. Like she said, that we're doing a 6-week live leading up to our summer event, and we've got some big news. What is our big news about our sale, Abby? You want to tell people that we're still here, but
It's still Northeast Houston, but we're at a new location. So we are
yes.
going to be in New Caney, which is still part of the Northeast Houston, incorporates Atascocita, Kingwood, Crosby, Huffman, Porter, New Caney. But we're excited because we're at the AV Bull Salis Park Show Barn, which is right behind Valley Ranch, if you're familiar with that area. That's kind of like the corner of 59 and 99. The show barn has an inside air conditioned area. It's really nice. And then we have extra covered area if we need to use that. But there's so much parking. Like we're super excited with parking. We have garage doors, so there's no more trying to share one little door to get in and out with your items at drop off. So many perks. So we're super excited. Guys, there's even a playground. Like when you
Yes.
bring your kids to shop and they need to burn off that energy, like there is a playground, there's a splash pad. And so it's a really neat venue and area. We're super excited to be able to show you guys and to have this like new home. We have dates for November too there. So we are ready to just partner with them. That area is growing tremendously right now.
Yes, they're actually like building uh I hadn't been out there like a lot, but they're building a new convention center back there. There's like a thing that's, I think it's called Lumos. It's like a bowling alley, like family friendly place that's back there that you can. What's the place over here by Costco that you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, is it Max? It's not Max. Is it Max Bowl?
Max Bowl? No. No.
Main event. It's main
Main
event. Max
event,
Bowler is
yes.
something
So
else,
there's
but
something
yes.
like that out there. Just down 99 is like this. Well, they're at Town Center. Is it Town Center? New Caney. What is it called?
Valley
Look at
Ranch.
us. Valley Ranch. Like, what is it called? They have a movie theater there, but then also just down 99, there's another really big movie theater, kind of in that spring area. And so it's kind of fun that we're like connecting all the dots, and I'm super excited about it. It's going to be new configuration, new look. Same us though. It's the same us.
Yes.
Everybody's like, did you sell? No, we didn't. We're just moving to a location with we're all going to be in one room. I think that's pretty awesome, right? And just more parking. So there's soccer fields out there, football, lots of good things. So
Amanda's been to an event there. I haven't actually been there when there's been an event, but I've talked to people and said, "Oh, it's really a nice venue to have." So we're excited that people are going with us, and
yeah.
we have our team is coming. It's not just Amanda and I. Like we are, many of our team members are coming. So you'll see a lot of the same friendly, smiling, helpful faces.
Yes, super excited. Okay, well, let's just get to it. And Abby, you want to tell us our dates?
Okay, so I kind of previewed you a little bit. June 22nd through the 28th is the sell week. So that Monday, we're kind of having our pretty similar schedule. So Monday, the 22nd, we will set up and start drop off that afternoon till evening. And then the 23rd, that morning until a little bit after lunch, we'll do the other half of drop off. So all that's the same. We will close and we will sort and organize everything that evening. And then Wednesday morning will be pre-sale for our insider, not insiders. It's our, Rise and Shop. We're going to do Friends Night Out, but it's the same concept. So we're going to do Rise and Shop, kid-free shopping. So pre-sale will start on Wednesday. That's when consigners will shop, our social ambassadors, our first-time parents, grandparents, hometown heroes. So that will be a full pre-sale shopping day. And then Thursday we'll open to the public for public shopping day through Friday afternoon. We'll have pre-sale Friday afternoon, which will be for the half off. Anything without a star will be half off shopping. And then we'll continue that through Saturday. We kind of extended it a little bit longer into the afternoon. Maybe you're at the ballpark because there's lots of ballparks there, like what fields there's baseball and football and soccer fields. So plenty of shopping time on Saturday. We will start sort Saturday and see how that goes and maybe finish up, but we have some time Sunday if we need it, and then pick up will still be Sunday, but a little bit later on in the afternoon. We know that was hard for a lot of people to try to get there before 12, so we've shifted it to where I believe we start at 12. Is that right? I have to look
That's
at
right.
my time to make sure.
So, yeah. But we also heard that you guys needed a little more shopping time on Saturdays.
Yes.
And so that's why we've done a little bit of shifting on Saturday, but we're also bringing something back. And that is our bargains and blessings. I'm like, I need to have notes in front of me. Like, I feel like my brain is like on live camera. But yes, we're going to do bargains and blessings again. And if you're not sure what that is, it's a very limited group of, if you didn't know, our sellers have the option of donating their items at the end of the sale. And at the end of the sale, those items go to our charity partners. But sometimes we have so many items that they can get a little bit overwhelmed. So to supplement our charity partners, we have a limited amount of tickets where we have people come in and they can purchase a bag and they stuff the bag full of donates only. And then that money that we collected for the bag, which is $20, goes directly to the charity, which in our case, it goes to their food pantry. And so not only are they getting also some tangible items such as the clothing and baby items left over, we're also giving them money that they can use directly to stock their food pantry. So it's just a really great way that we put that back into our charity partners, which is a huge reason that we throw this event, is to be able to bless those different partners. We have 2 right now, and I'm talking to a third. And so we'll announce those soon when we have all of those shored up. But for sure, right now we have the Lovewell Center, which serves the Northeast Houston, like the triangle, right? I don't know which way y'all are on that, but the Northeast Triangle. And so they have a food pantry. They have a clothing shop where underserved families can come in and get exactly what they need. And then they also have this really new thing. Abby, I got to go tour it. They have some people in that area who are unhoused, and they have set up like this little place where they can sit and do their laundry. And I just think they're just, I don't know, they're just really honoring those families, and I just think that's a really great thing that they're doing for them. And so I'm excited that we're partnering with them.
Yeah, and then our other one is Churches United and Caring in Crosby, and they partner with the Crosby kind of Huffman Baytown area, and they have a store set up essentially where people can come and shop from clothes to home items, and then they also do like a food pantry out of there. And so they're one of our newer charity partners, and we're excited to be able to help
Yes.
them and bless that community.
Yeah. So that is a fun new add back into the mix of things. My computer just went away. All right, friend. Well, Abby, why don't you tell us, if people are new, why would someone want to sell with JBF?
Oh goodness, do I have to? I mean, I should tell my story of like why I got to be part of
Sure.
it. So this year, my son is graduating in like less than 2 weeks. But when he was like a year old, I would go and shop at JBF. It's been around that long, even longer, and it just helped our community. It helped our family be able to buy these items that he was outgrowing. He was only a year old when I started shopping with JBF, and it really helped us financially be able to buy items that were at discounted prices, that were like new, that were unique. I like that part of it. And so I would buy for him, and I didn't start selling his stuff yet because he was our first child. But after our second one came along, and she was a girl, at that point we are like, well, maybe we should start selling some of these things.
Mhm.
And so started selling, started with kind of the big stuff, the baby items that they don't use very long, the equipment, the pack and plays and high chairs and things, and started selling that. And I thought, wow, I'm basically, it's like mom math, right? Like I'm selling this stuff and then buying things for them for the next season. And so it just kind of balanced out. And I love that aspect of it. It's a community family event. It's families helping other families. So that's kind of, and Amanda has a very similar story
Yes.
to
Yes.
that. And so it's neat to see our kids have grown up with JBF and now they get to be part of it. So for us to be able to have this and to host this for our community is definitely a blessing to our hearts. And so that's kind of what we want to give back and be able to share this event.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like that the one thing that I love the most is that we could bring all of it at
Mhm.
one place at one time and be done, right? And then anything that didn't sell for me, I donated, and I felt so good about that. That went to another family in need, and so I'm very much like Abby, the same story of just keeping it in the community. And I love that it's local, like it's hyper local. Like these are all Northeast families that are selling their items. So
And then if you're
yeah.
new with us, you don't have to donate. You can also decide anything that didn't sell, you can save it for the next sell. Your tags remain good. And so maybe it was something you had. Our sale is an all season sale. So maybe it was something you bring in June that's more of a fall item that didn't sell then. Well, you might want to save it for the fall sale because it'll more than likely sell in the fall.
Yes. And another plug, we're super excited about having a November sale because we can actually sell things
Yes.
that are like long sleeves, y'all, because we've always been selling and it's still 100 degrees outside. Y'all may think that's silly, but I'm really excited, like to kind of have a little bit of a season around November. Now watch it be like really hot, but it's the thought, right? Of I do need a jacket or I want to buy that sweater because the cold weather is coming. So
But I will say, like a little plug, and we'll probably say this again, make sure to tag your costumes because we won't have a sale until after Halloween. So you want to make sure to tag your costumes now and get those out there.
true.
Because people, I mean, a lot of people I know I did would shop ahead of time, would kind of
Yes.
think about what's the next season coming up. And if you're getting a good deal, it's worth it to grab it now and save it for later.
Yeah, I think this is kind of a nice little spot that it's end of June. So it's for the kids who are going back to school, it's about that month mark, right? Because I feel like
Right?
our area is creeping up, like
Yes.
they start beginning of August. And so end of June, you're already thinking about back to school. And so this is going to be a nice little, I feel like, segue of getting ready for that next season, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we promise we're not going to keep you guys on all night tonight, but tonight we're talking about just the first steps of how you begin your JBF process. And so we're talking about gathering and sorting. I'm going to try to be really cool here. Let's see, and maybe show you guys our picture.
So as Amanda's pulling it up, I will just remind you guys that we are an all season sale. So you can bring those fall items, those costumes now.
I don't know. Can you see that?
I can see it. Yes.
Awesome. So we have this seller guide. I have that JBF right over my face, but that's okay. Y'all don't need to see me. We have this seller guide. So if you're new, we can send this to you. It's on our website. It's in our Facebook group. This lives lots of places, and this is going to be your best friend if you're brand new that walks you through the steps of how to sell. So the first page is just talking about how you sign up for our sale. And so you register, you get this email, and it tells you your next steps about how to schedule your drop-off appointment. You go and you grab your drop-off appointment so that you know when you're going to be dropping your items. And then there's a couple of other things that you tell us about. And then you log into your tagging site and you begin tagging. But before you can tag, you have to gather your items. And so that's what we're talking about tonight.
And I just dropped that seller guide in the comments of the Facebook group in case you want to follow along with us.
So this is just a picture of our house and thinking about, right, all the things. And so I just wanted to highlight a couple of things that are accepted at our sale that you want to bring if you have them at home and they're just collecting dust, right? So strollers, your baby gear that your babies have outgrown, anything that they sit in for like 2 weeks and then they're moving on to the next thing, right? Like those sit me ups, that's a hot seller. Your high chairs, your outdoor toys, as your toddlers outgrow those are super popular. Like if you have a playhouse or those little water tables, the basketball goals, the little Tykes basketball goals, those are very popular. Any type of trike, bike, anything they can ride on is another item that is a hot seller. These are the things that move and bring everyone into the sale because they see these large items. But the sweet spot, guys, is your clothing and your shoes. Like that is what, once people get in and buy their big items, they spend time in those sizes looking through the items and looking through clothes. We sort our clothes by size and then by category. So you can go in and look at, if you're just looking for holiday dresses, the dresses are together, or we have all the tops together. We, for girls, pull out boutique items so that you can just go through the boutique items. That was me and Abby. We love to go find the cute little Matilda Jane outfits. And now the thing is bamboo. And so things like that. But shoes are a hot seller and clothing. And so you have so many of these items in your house that are just waiting for the next family. So Abby's going to talk a little bit about gathering those items up.
We were talking today actually about kitchens. Like your play kitchens are such hot sellers. We can't hardly keep those on the floor. And now the little climbing pickler things, those are super popular too. All right, so we're gonna talk about gathering your items. You're gonna want to go through, and sometimes it's easier to do when the kids are not around. Trust me, I've been there because they're like, "Wait, I'm still playing with that," when they haven't touched it in like months. But if you start, like my little tip is to put a bin in your closet or in their closet. So as they outgrow something, you throw it in the bin. So you're kind of collecting as you go without having to do such a deep clean out. So it helps if you can kind of just start putting things in as they're outgrowing them. As you're looking through things, like maybe you're going through a playroom, you're going to have 3 separate categories. You're going to have one that's going to be keep because they're still playing with it, one to sell, and then one to donate. And you may even have a trash pile if you're like us, and find little pieces of something that don't belong to anything anymore. So you're going to want to go ahead and sort through that. And once you get a pile of sell, we like to put things, for myself, when I start to tag, like I kind of like to tag all my books together. Our tagging system is really nice. We'll go into that one night, but they've updated it, refreshed it, so you can just select books, and it will do, like, each time you tag, it'll stick on books until you're done with books and you change it to something else. So that's kind of nice to not have to push so many buttons. But we will get to that. So keep, sell, donate, and then trash. Those are your categories to work on. Do you want to talk about the quality, or you want me to keep going with that?
Yeah, I can switch the tab here. I don't mind. You can go ahead. I've got the next little one is the 4 C's. Oh yeah, you just talked about the keep, toss, and sell. So
And
yeah,
then
I can
there's
go
the
ahead.
4 C's. Okay. So the 4 C's are clean. We want to make sure your items are clean. Are they free of stains or rips, odors, pet hair? So you want to make sure everything is nice and clean. Is it complete? This very much comes into play with your games, your puzzles. You want to make sure all the pieces are there. Sometimes, on occasion, you may have an item where the piece doesn't make or break the item. Like, not puzzles, you really want all your puzzle pieces, but you might have like a toy that it says it comes with 25 balls and you found 24. Well, we would want you just to notate it on the tag that it has 24 balls, but really want everything to be in working order with batteries. And then, is it compliant? We do offer in our seller guide, there's a link. It's a resource for safety and quality control to make sure you can click on it and you can do a search. This really pertains mostly to anything a child or a baby would sleep in, anything they would bathe in, and sit in. Is that the other one? Anything they would sit in. And so you can go on there and put in your particular stroller, and then it'll search and see if there's anything that's been recalled. We also, what's really nice about JBF and can give you peace of mind, is we have a safety recall specialist that goes through those items that a child would sit in, that would sleep in, or would bathe in, and they make sure nothing has been recalled. And so it's checked very thoroughly. So as a shopper and as a mama, that just like gives me peace of mind to know that it has been thoroughly vetted, it's safe, and it's for my child. And then, are the items current? So this is things like, if you have something that's been in your closet maybe for 10, 12 years, it's probably a little outdated at this point for to pass on for another child. So you might want to pass on that. But things that are in the last, 3 to 5 years max, probably, and that are still in good condition, then you would just want to tag those at 60 to 90% off the retail price. We want to look at it as, if I were the one shopping, would I be happy and excited that I'm getting this great deal and be able to pass that along to another family? So kind of keep that mindset.
Right. No, that's really great. So the other thing that we wanted to talk about tonight was how whenever you're gathering your items, this is just kind of a pro tip. It's also good to group your items so that when it's time to prep them for a hanger, that you have those items already together. And I have an example here, and I'm going to go ahead and remove this so you can just see us normal. Okay. So I have this little outfit that it's a onesie with the matching pants. So if I were gathering it before I put it even on the hanger and got it prepped, I would put it together so I know, oh, it's a set, right? And so I have a couple of these that had the matching bib right for the holidays. And so just think about putting like items together as you're prepping your items and making sure they're clean and, like she said, complete. Count your puzzle pieces, putting those in a baggie, things like that. And so grouping sets and things together is just something that you can do as you're prepping, like gathering and sorting through your items. And so that you have that pile of clothes, and we're going to just tag clothes. We're just going to tag books. Like Abby was saying, like it's the like items with like items, just makes things a little bit easier for you when it's time to get tagging.
And if you are doing outfits, we do ask that they're the same size. So you want your
Yes.
two T's with your shirts with your two T pants or your two T shorts, just to keep it more uniform that way.
Yes. Okay. So that was super easy, right? Your goal, your mission, should you choose, is to go do one closet. Like the thing is, you don't have to do it all. Like you
Mm-mm.
just pick one spot, and I'm going to do this one spot today. And so if it's the toy chest or it's the baby's closet, and like Abby said, I'm going to pull everything they're not wearing anymore and I'm going to drop it into that one bucket. And then I'm going to sort through it and decide what is going to go to the cell, what maybe I'm going to keep in case I have another little one, and what has been too well loved and maybe needs to be passed on. So,
If you're not sure where to start, we usually encourage to do your large items.
mhm,
You make more off of them for one thing, and it gets rid of larger. I mean, it gives you more space because you're getting
yes,
rid of these larger items, and it just feels easier to start with.
yes,
All you need is 9 items for a page of tags, and so that makes it goes really fast if you can go out there and find that stroller and that trike and
yeah.
the little playset.
Well, I just remember when my kids were little, right? And they were toddlers or they were learning to stand, right? And it was like the room was lined with all these
Yes,
toys that would make them stand or
right.
push, the push toys. And like to just get all of that out in like one sweep, like that's probably 9 items.
Right. Yeah,
So,
like the
I mean,
playpen that takes up the whole floor.
yes, you just like freed all this space up. And so I really loved that. All right. Abby and I are going to share some pro tips. She's already shared her pro tip, which is keep a bin in the bottom of your child's closet for outgrown clothes.
It's
What's your
my favorite. My kiddos are teenagers, and they still have a bucket in their closet because it just makes sense. They do not
yes.
want to sit there and go through clothes at once and try to figure out what fits and what doesn't. So we just make it super easy. And usually it's clean because they're like, they get it from the laundry and they're like, oh, this doesn't fit. And it's ready to go.
Yeah. Okay, so the next pro tip, my pro tip is to check your items when you're looking for stains and looking over them in front of either like in a well lit area or near a window, or if you have like one of those ring lights, you can use that because it's funny. Like we put all this work into getting all of our items ready, and we think they're great, and then we get into this other light, and it shows those little like spit up stains or
Little
the
yellow.
like milk stains. And it's just a matter of lighting, which is crazy. But those are the items that we had to say no thank you to. And you would take those back home. And so just go ahead and check those in a well lit area on the first swipe through.
We also want you guys, another tip is to test your toys and items or games that have batteries. Make sure they're in working condition. You can get super cheap batteries from the dollar store. Those
Mm-hmm.
are fine if you if you want to like keep your good batteries and put those in. As long as it's working, we are good with that. So make sure that the items are working and the sound is on because it's not fun to turn a toy on and there's nothing that
Right.
comes out of it.
And that's something that when you bring it to the cell, people are going to check. Does the
Mhm.
does the volume work? Does it not work? So that is a good one. All right. And then we have anything that plugs in with a cord. So think about your baby swings, or if you have a bottle warmer, or um, I don't know, Abby, what else? Trying to think other things that we test. Make sure you test those at home to make
Mhm.
sure that those whatever the electronic element is working. We had someone try to sell, I don't remember what it was. Do you remember that day that we thought something was burning?
Was in the air fryer.
I think it was an air fryer someone sold in Mommy Mart, and we thought the computers were on fire. And then we looked down and we were testing and so it did work.
Yep.
So I don't remember who that was, but that was one of those things that people do test those things before they take those items home. So just go ahead and test it while you're at home so that we know that we don't have to send that back home with you.
It reminded me of another thing to test, guys, or anything with straps, like your high chairs, test to make sure that the straps all work because that is something that we will look at. We want to make sure all the safety pieces are there. So, like high chair straps, car seat straps, booster seat straps, any of those kind of things. Make
Yes.
sure that the straps just go ahead and you can click them in place and leave them. You don't have to undo them.
Yeah, that's like the best practice to go ahead and anything, especially like with the anything that has a 5-point harness, we have to have all the straps in order to sell it to the next person for resale. So when you come in, we snap all those together to make sure that all the pieces are there. So you can just go ahead and do that at home. And then that's like a quick check when we come in and you drop your items off. That's a good one. We need to add that to our list of pro tips. So that's it, guys. Like that. I mean, tonight was just kind of a let's see our faces again and remember how to do all the electronic stuff before we dive in deeper. We know it's May and it's crazy and busy. Abby's getting ready for a graduation. And so this is a lot. It's been crazy to think we're 6 weeks out. Like this is just, it's going to fly by before you guys know it. So next week, what do we have? Prepping like a pro.
Yes. Getting those items ready. I do want to do a little plug for something we didn't mention that is another thing that's new besides our venue change is we have a new seller coach, guys, this year. And we haven't done that before. And we are so excited to have Penelope join us. Penelope is she's a seasoned shopper. She's a seasoned team member. She has been around the JBF sales. We were talking to her today. She's like, I just love JBF, and you can tell. So she is our new seller coach. If you are just kind of checking us out, seeing what this is about, if you maybe sign up for the sale but haven't gotten your drop-off appointment, she will, if you sign up just saying, hey, I'm interested in the sale, she will send you a welcome email. You can get with her if you have any questions. She is there to help you get across that finish line. So we were excited to have Penelope join us for the sale. And then there's one other thing. I want to tell you, but if you're like on the fence and you have not gotten your drop-off appointment, we ask that you, if you're new to this, we ask that you, for everyone really, to get a drop-off appointment. That just helps us control the flow of everyone bringing their items. It also lets us know you're coming. I just want to encourage you, if you're just not sure and you're thinking about it, guys, when we opened up tickets this past weekend, within the first 2 hours, like we had hundreds of spots that were taken for shopper tickets. So there are a lot of people that are wanting to come shop, but we need your item. So if you're just not sure about it, I hope that kind of pushes you over to take that next step to sign up and to grab a drop-off appointment.
Yes, we are very excited. It's going to be great. And I love that you remember. I've totally not forgot about Penelope because she's amazing, but forgot we have this consignor coach, right? Or seller coach, whatever you want to call her. And she's available by email. She has her own email address now. You can text her. She, as you sign up as a new seller, she sends you an email with her information. Abby and I have a text line that you can text us and ask questions. Our Facebook group is a great place. Like we have seasoned sellers in there. Penelope pops in there and is always jumping on there and she'll answer questions. And so if you're like, I don't know how to do this, like you can ask the question and show a picture and someone will say, this is how you do that. And so we have all these resources to try to make it as easy as possible for you. And, we'll pick up the phone and call you if you need us to talk to you. Like, we're not afraid to do that. Like, you can do this, Mama. I promise. Like, this is worth reclaiming your house for sure.
Absolutely. Yes. And it becomes like part of JBF. Like you become family. It just kind of, like we said earlier, it feels like a little reunion when we get to see our sellers come back, our team members come back. We're just so excited and can't wait to see all of your faces.
Yes. As I was looking through pictures over Mother's Day, before Mother's Day to do a post on our thing, I was watching like all these families that have come through that we have watched grow up, right? Like not grow up, but like they were pregnant and now those babies are walking and like, it's just been amazing. We've got a graduate here. We had a graduate last year. Did you know that JBF in Northeast Houston has been here for 15 years? Like that's old enough. That's a teenager about to drive, guys. So it's been very encouraging. It was sweet to like just reminisce of the different families that we get to come and serve and see grow up. So I really love that.
Well, we will do this again next Tuesday, the same time. same place.
Absolutely.
And if you have any questions, even if you're watching this later, you can drop them in here and we'll answer them. We'll
Yes.
watch for any comments.
So same time, same place next week, 9 p.m. We'll talk about prepping, and we will see you guys next time. Bye,
Bye.
Abby.